Welcome back to Mountain Line News. I'm your lead anchor, Cameron Builder.
And I'm Brody Fugate. We're back for another great week at Palmville.
We've had an exciting week in our classrooms. Kim Yates and Beth Howard collaborated on an outdoor gallery walk to explore the Great Depression and Pack Horse librarians to prepare for a visit from author Kim Richardson. Not only did the students learn some history, but they also covered reading and math standards too.
In honor of Pi Day, Miss Bolden's classes this week did a math escape room. Check out some of the highlights.
3.14159, this is pi, followed by 2653589, circumference over diameter 79, then 323, OMG, can't you see? 8462643, and now we're on a spree. 38 and 32, now we're blue, oh who knew? 7,950, and then a 2. 88 and 41.
It's officially March Madness. To celebrate, we're going to see which cereal reigns supreme. Check out our cereal bracket and which of our faves made it to the first round.
Welcome back, everyone, to Pineville Mountain Line News. Here today, we're going to interview some people. We got our March Madness cereal bracket. So, first competitors are Fruit Loops and Wheeze. Which one you picking?
Obviously, Fruit Loops.
Okay, well, thank you, Jabroni. Which one you picking?
Fruit Loops.
Let's go. Jabroni looks like Fruit Loops is about to win. Okay, which one you picking, Jabroni? Cookie Crisp or Apple Jacks?
I pick number 5, Cookie Crisps.
Okay, Jabroni. Okay, which one you picking, Jabroni?
I pick Apple Jacks.
Just go, Jabroni. They can cut it out. Okay, which one you picking, Jabroni?
Apple Jacks.
Okay, looks like Apple Jacks went on. Let's go. Out of Cheerios and Frosted Flakes, which one you picking?
Frosted Flakes.
Which one you picking, Jabroni?
Frosted Flakes.
Okay, Jabroni, Frosted Flakes it is.
Here comes!
Okay, out of Honey Smacks and Lucky Charms, which one you think's the best?
Lucky Charms.
Let's go, Jabroni. Thank you for doing food and other junk. Thanks.
Lucky Charms by far. I know the marshmallows carry, but it's hard to beat the marshmallows from Lucky Charms.
Let's go, Lucky Charms.
Front court, Mason, point, George Mason.
Okay, out of Fruity Pebbles and Cocoa Puffs, which one you choosing?
Fruity Pebbles.
Let's go. Somebody likes Fruity Pebbles. Thank you.
Fruity Pebbles.
Let's go. Fruity Pebbles advances to the next round.
Oh, my goodness!
Okay, we on, Jabroni? Okay, out of Honeycombs and Gum Grams, which one you picking?
Honeycomb.
Let's go, Jabroni. Honeycombs has got 1 point. Okay, out of Honeycombs and Gum Grams, which one's your favorite?
Honeycombs.
Let's go, Jabroni. Honeycombs goes on to the next round.
Oh, my goodness! Sorrentine hit that one from the parking lot.
Okay, out of Captain Crunch and Cocoa Pebbles, which one's your favorite?
Cocoa Pebbles.
Let's go, Jabroni. Cocoa Pebbles has got 1. Okay, out of Captain Crunch and Cocoa Pebbles, which one's your favorite?
Captain Crunch.
Bro, how in the world are you going to pick Captain Crunch over Cocoa Pebbles, bro? That's just an upset. Okay, out of Captain Crunch and Cocoa Pebbles, which one's your favorite?
Cocoa Pebbles.
Let's go. Cocoa Pebbles wins. That's the one I was wanting anyways. Let's go.
The runner! Loose ball! It's good! With 4.4.
Pops or Cinnamon Toast Crunch?
Yeah, which one you picking?
It'd have to be the Cinnamon Toast, man.
Exactly. Corn Pops, yeah.
Corn Pops.
Let's go.
Corn Pops
Let's
don't
go.
matter, man.
Yeah.
Got it.
You're telling the truth, Jabroni. Cinnamon Toast Crunch has got 1 point. Okay. What are you choosing, Corn Pops or Cinnamon Toast Crunch?
I'm choosing Corn Pops.
Oh, come on. How you going to choose that? Okay, which one you picking, Red?
You people that like Corn Pops need like a mental evaluation. Cinnamon Toast Crunch, of course. My goodness.
Exactly, Red.
All right.
Thank you, Red.
JNorth on the Street is back this week.
What's your biggest pet peeve?
That you're asking me, what's my biggest pet peeve? Probably chewing with your mouth open or chewing really loudly.
When my mom doesn't shut my door when she comes into my room. Thank you. You heard that, Mom.
People not doing their work. Make sure to get it done.
I hate when you're driving and you let somebody in front of you and they don't give you the courtesy wave.
Always got to give the wave.
My biggest pet peeve is if somebody close to you lets you talk with something in your teeth and doesn't help you. You know, if you're close to somebody, say, you've got something in your teeth. You know, help a sister out.
My brother, Landon Robbins. Caden Robbins. Braden Ambergy.
When people chew too loud.
My biggest pet peeve is people driving too close.
Left lane drivers. People who camp out in the left lane, and also people who are in the right lane and won't get over when you're attempting to pull out onto the road.
My biggest pet peeve is when you are playing a contact sport and someone gets mad because you touch them and say, "Don't touch me."
Running out of food for the children.
Ooh, I have two. Not using your turn signal and bad smells. I hate bad smells.
B. Bargo, what is your biggest pet peeve?
Crying kids and slow drivers.
When people put the toilet paper on the wrong side.
Which side does it go on?
It goes where you can pull it off this way, not that way. And your teacher makes you do a lot of work. My biggest pet peeve. When I forget what I'm gonna say. People chew with their mouth open. When you ask for a Dr. Pepper and they give you a Sprite.
Oh, that's a good one. Thank you.
When people put the door handle upside down.
When you get like a drink out of a vending machine and your mom just be like, "Hey, I want a drink of your pop," and they drink like half of the thing. It's so stupid. When people say my name wrong, my name's Whitley, and they say Whitney every time, and it gets on my nerves.
Thank you. Now they know.
When daggone Owen gets my daggone locker and spills out all my crowns.
People chew with their mouth open and talk while they're eating.
Thank you.
Josh Beverly got to sit down with Miss Yates to talk about the upcoming field trip to the Flight 93 Memorial.
Hello, welcome to the table. I'm your host, Joshua Beverly. With me today is one of our wonderful English teachers, Miss Yates. She's here to talk about the trip that the school is going to be taking to visit the Flight 93 Memorial. Can you tell me a little bit about that?
Yes, so we had an unique opportunity that was presented to us through a partnership with the 957 Project. They have a connection with the Gary Sinise Foundation, and they wanted to offer our students the opportunity to travel to the Flight 93 Memorial and do a program with veterans of post 9/11 war that is a leadership training. And so Peter Findler, who is one of the co-founders of the 957 Project, called me up and asked if our school would be interested, and I took them up on that offer.
All right. And you mentioned the 957 Project. Can you tell me a little bit about that?
Yeah, so the 957 Project is a foundation that was started by two gentlemen who wanted to ensure that students knew about the sacrifices that people made during 9/11, and then the veterans who fought in wars post 9/11. So their story centers around teaching students about Flight 93, which was the plane that crashed in Pennsylvania.
That was when the hijackers took over, and then we retook it, right?
Right, and we really consider that the first battle of those wars. And so the foundation does programming where they take veterans and they bring them into classrooms and they let them talk to students about their experiences. So it all came about because I wanted to do some learning with my students about 9/11, and so I found the foundation online and I called them up, and we actually had a veteran come and speak to our students. And from that, we kind of had a blossoming between our school and the foundation, where our students last year got to do podcasts that are now housed in the Library of Congress, where they interviewed veterans of those post 9/11 wars. And so the 957 Project or 957 program is a really great program, and that is expanding across the United States right now.
And are we going to have a chance to do it this year?
Yes, so we have a group of students this year who are going to the Flight 93 Memorial. They are going to travel by charter. Like I said, this is a combination of the Gary Sinise Foundation and the and the 957 Project. So it's completely free for students, and those students are going to travel by charter bus to Pittsburgh. They're going to meet with not only veterans of Flight of 9/11, but also of family members of those who were killed on Flight 93. So their family members are going to come and talk to our students. We're going to travel to the Flight 93 Memorial. Students are going to get to tour the museum, and then we'll do some programming, some leadership training with veterans. And so that's kind of what the programming is going to look like.
Well, that sounds awesome. And these videos, there are videos, right, that you have to make for this?
No, that was the podcast was done last year. So
Okay.
this is kind of a separate
this
project.
is something different.
Yeah, so this is kind of a separate project that those students last year were seniors who they interviewed veterans, and then they created podcasts out of those. And then they put those in the Library of Congress for anybody can go listen to those podcasts. And it's a way to help us memorialize the sacrifices that people have made. But it also does a lot for veterans too, because being able to tell their story helps them process what they've had to go through. And so there's benefits on both sides. But the Gary Sinise Foundation is kind of interesting. For those of you who don't know who Gary Sinise is, he was the actor that played Lieutenant Dan. And so he is the one who is paying for our trip. And so they do a lot of educational, because he really believes in working with veterans and supporting them in their recovery after they come back from war, but also educating people about the sacrifices that those gentlemen and ladies are making for our country. And so he is the one who's kind of funding this trip for our students. So it's a really great partnership kind of between all three of us. And I'm really excited that our students are going to get the opportunity, because we're only the second school who's ever got to take this trip in the whole United States. So I'm really excited for our students.
All of this sounds very interesting and amazing. I would love to get to go, honestly, if I could. And all of the students that are going to get to go are very lucky. We thank the people that are running this, that are letting us do it. I don't have any other questions. I was just listening. This has been The Table. Thank you for watching. I'm your host, Joshua Beverly. I'll see you next time.
We have a few announcements.
We have 2 weeks left before spring break. Be sure to be here and on time every day.
This Saturday, our elementary and middle school volleyball teams will play in the 13th Region All-A Tournament here at Pineville. Come out and support the teams.
On Tuesday, we will have a Healthy Relationships program for the high school at 8 a.m.
This Friday, our freshmen will be doing a green dot training.
Thank you for joining us for another episode of Mountain Line News.
If you're interested in joining the crew, contact John or Sam North.
We will see you next week. I didn't have anything to throw.
I knew it worked.